Ever received an email that weaponizes faith, flips blame, and gaslights you into silence, all while claiming integrity? Maybe you haven't, but I did. Today, we're dissecting an MLM recruiter's masterclasses in logical fallacies, emotional manipulation, and cult-inspired language. From spiritual gaslighting to Quoque deflections, we'll expose how predatory businesses use psychological warfare to silence critics. Stick around for a line-by-line breakdown of appeal to illegitimate authority, special pleading, and thought-terminating clichés. And learn how to armor up against these tactics. By the end, you'll spot manipulative buzzwords, decode performative apologies, and never fall for drama-free red herrings again. Let's roll the disclaimer and dismantle this fluffery. Disclaimer. Welcome back to our squirrels, neurokin, and new viewers. What am I? I'm DC, your autistic MLM dropout, and today we'll be taking something apart that helps way more people than it helps me. Decoding this email may open your eyes to the bigger picture of realizing when someone is using logical fallacies and cult tactics to try to silence and control you. Let's get one thing straight. Hypocrites don't hate criticism, they hate exposure. When someone weaponizes their perfect image to silence you, it's not about truth, it's about control. Today, we're dissecting how MLMers and moral grandstanders use spiritual coercion and selective victimhood to gaslight critics into silence. So, why do manipulators panic when you call BS? Well, there's 3 reasons, in my opinion. 1, surprise factor. Studies show we judge hypocrisy harsher when it's unexpected. MLM hun banking on their Christian values? Cue the meltdown when their pyramid-shaped sins go viral. Number 2, moral authority grift. They need that saintly facade to recruit. Expose the rot, and their income stream dries up faster than a TikTok apology. Number 3, silence equals complicity. Philosophers argue hypocritical silence is itself a moral failure. If they don't shut you up, their whole integrity house of cards collapses. Keeping that information in mind, today we're dissecting an email from an MLM rep that's dripping with spiritual bypassing, emotional manipulation, and classic culty playbooks. Personally, I think this one's a prime example of psychological twistiness. Just because we are using one specific email doesn't mean this isn't a blueprint to learn manipulative tactics from. So let's break it down section by section and fallacy by fallacy. Before we begin going line by line, I just want to say this. This could be any MLM rep, and it's also the rep that sent me an email. This is bad behavior from one person, even though it could be anyone. And more than likely, you or someone you know has run into a high controlling top leader like this, in my opinion. I would encourage you to take this as an example as opposed to building feelings of frustration towards this specific rep. Please do not touch the poop. You can get out the rage respectfully in the comments on this video. I appreciate the people who watch my channel. I appreciate those who may learn from this. And I'm doing the best I can with the tools I have. After thinking on this for about a week, I think what I can offer is going through this to hopefully help someone not get bogged down by their own upline, treating them like Kenley treated me. I will make sure to put the text from the email, if not the screenshots from the email itself, depending on what's prettier. But I will read the email line by line. Hi, DC. I'm not sure if this is a first for you, but here I am, feeling nudged by the Holy Spirit to send you an email after a fun few days. I don't even know where to start with this, so I'll just throw it all out there and pray it comes across okay. And if you choose to share this email publicly, do a live on it, pick it apart, etc., that's up to you. Although I do hope you receive this well and with love. If you haven't been here long, we have many reps who we do videos about show up in the live chat. And we're actually able to have some really good conversations, whether the rep is being genuine or not. So yes, this has happened to me before, not via email and not the level of avoidance and gaslighting and logical fallacies and cult tactics that were presented in this email. So yes, I have. This is not a first for me. I think this first part of the email can be sorted into the spiritual gaslighting and false authority category. The quote that I want to talk about is, "I'm feeling nudged by the Holy Spirit to send this email."
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
The good old God told me to do this opener. A textbook appeal to illegitimate authority. What is the appeal to authority fallacy, or illegitimate authority? Fallacy is due to an appeal to someone in authority, but who has no special knowledge in the area they are discussing, or due to tradition or rumors. For example, we must invade country Z because singer A, the most famous singer in the world, says we should. By invoking divine guidance, Kenley is framing criticism as spiritually disobedient. Translation: disagreeing with me equals disagreeing with God. Sneaky, but predictable. If this is out of focus, I'm not redoing it. I love you all. Newsflash:
take a look around. Do you see her anywhere? News flash. You're not gonna.
If the Holy Spirit really wanted you to send passive-aggressive emails, heaven's customer service line must be swamped.
Customer service is slammed.
The next part of the email reads, "In the 10 years I've been in the industry, this has never happened to me. I've heard about these pages/channels, but never in my wildest dreams did I think it would ever happen to me. I stay under the radar and build quietly. I just keep my blinders up. Oftentimes, I hear from other friends/leaders, 'Did you hear about this?' I'm always clueless, nor do I really care to know. I've had a drama-free career, you could say. I'd consider myself lucky because I know this isn't at all common. I've actually heard about how hurt you were and how unfair you were treated in your network marketing experience. If that's true, I'm so sorry for whatever happened. I imagine it's what inspired all of this. Listen, I know I'm not perfect. I'm human. I will always have things that I can work on and improve on, but I do my best. It's one of the many reasons I love network marketing so much. The mindset, personal growth, failing forward, all of it. When I share things on social, I stick to the basics and I stick to simplicity and always do my best to lead a good example. All the while just trying to have fun because there's so much negativity in this world. I'm also going through my own personal challenges, so showing up on social media is hard right now. It may not seem like it, but I'm hardly consistent with it as I've been trying to distance myself a bit with some things that have been triggering for me. This has gone on for several months now, so for you to discover me in the midst of this difficult season in my life leaves me speechless. There's a few quotes that I want to address, and I am doing my best to read the email accurately. I'm doing my best to read the email without snark. I'm sure some of it may come through. That is my goal. I am trying to read it in the spirit that it was sent, mostly, give or take. What I will say is when I react to the sentences I have issues with, I'll just say I have big feelings. A section of the email said, starting with "in 10 years," and then it went to drama-free career, and then it went to heard how hurt you were in network marketing. There's a big chunk that I'm responding to. Let's dissect this pretend MLM bingo card. Well, there's appeal to illegitimate authority. Kenley using tenure as credibility armor. I've been here forever, so I'm immune to critique. There's red herring. What is the red herring fallacy? Diverting attention from the argument by bringing up something irrelevant is the red herring fallacy. For example, Why worry about the environment when there are so many unhoused people? Pivoting to their drama-free record to avoid addressing current accusations, there's a straw man. What is the straw man fallacy? Misrepresenting or oversimplifying someone's argument to make it easier to attack is the straw man fallacy. For example, they want stricter gun laws. Next, they'll take away all our guns. Framing my criticism as revenge for past network marketing trauma I might have had. Chonk, there's a chonk to go over. Bonus square on your bingo cards for the faux-concern apology. I'm sorry if you were hurt. The Vatican rag of non-accountability. I'm not going to read the entire thing. I will tell you what section I'm talking about because there's a lot. I love network marketing's mindset, then it goes to personal growth, then it goes to failing forward. Go to that section in the email. Boy, don't we just love a good bandwagon fallacy meeting an appeal to tradition? What is the bandwagon fallacy? Arguing something is true or right because it's popular is the bandwagon fallacy. For example, everyone is buying this phone, so it must be the best one. What is the appeal to tradition fallacy? Arguing something is better because it's been done for a long time is the appeal to tradition fallacy. For example, we've always celebrated this way, so we shouldn't change it. Everyone here grows, except the 99% who lose money.
Oh, it sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Suppressed evidence. What is the suppressed evidence fallacy? Fallacies that result from withholding relevant evidence is a suppressed evidence fallacy. For example, a politician proposing to bury chemical weapons in a desert without mentioning environmental impacts or the ability to produce more weapons. No mention of network marketing's $180 million FTC settlement for income claims. There's a false equivalence. What is the false equivalence fallacy? Equating two things that aren't truly comparable is the false equivalence fallacy. For example, letting people choose their gender is like letting them choose their age. Equating pyramid scheme participation with actual self-improvement.
Join our cult.
It's not a cult.
I mean community, where failure is just forward-facing exploitation.
Here's the thing, Kenley. Included in the world's negativity are scams. This is emotional manipulation, and the only thing missing is you asking me to take the video down. She also said, I'm going through challenges. Then she said, you discovered me in a difficult season. This is special pleading. What is the special pleading fallacy? Applying a rule or standard to others, but creating an exception for oneself or one's argument without providing adequate justification is the special pleading fallacy. For example, when asked why they don't pay taxes, someone responds, well, my situation is different because I need the money more than others. Marinated in appeal to pity. What is the pity fallacy? Fallacies that result from urging someone to do something only because of an emotional argument stating they pity us or something associated with us or seek pity themselves is a pity fallacy. For example, a recruit appealing to a sergeant based on family history and potential disappointment. Creating exceptions for her behavior, my trauma justifies my actions, guilt trip coercion, framing valid criticism as bullying someone during hard times, and ad hominem. What is the ad hominem fallacy? Attacking the person instead of addressing the argument is an ad hominem. For example, you can't trust Jim's opinion on climate change. He's not even a scientist. Implied, I'm kicking her while she's down, instead of engaging arguments. Funny how MLMers only remember they're human after being exposed.
How do you think Bruce Banner got exposed to gamma rays?
Almost like a pattern. I think the next category of the email could live under the umbrella of deflection and martyr complex. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. I've had a drama-free career, and then I'm going through personal challenges. Then you discovered me in a difficult season. We talked about that a little bit above in the other category. We're going to talk about it again. I want you to count the red flags with me. Red herring. Dodging accountability by pivoting to their drama-free reputation. Appeal to pity. I'm suffering, so you should feel bad for calling me out. Martyrdom, framing yourself as a victim to guilt trip me into silence.
Oh no! Did the mean anti-MLM critic interrupt your healing journey? Maybe don't peddle pyramid schemes while driving, Kenley.
It is not a pyramid scheme.
I'm sure that was mean. That was mean. Sorry, Kenley.
The next part of the email says, I had no idea how to react to all of it when I had several loyal and close friends let me know what they saw/heard was coming. The only thing I could think of was to react with humor. Let me get to my point of this email. With how my brain is, we're gonna talk about what I need to and then move on to the next section, because best case scenario, I could forget everything I'm trying to say.
Well, I'm sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
Kenley said, I had no idea how to react. My loyal and close friends let me know. React with humor. Okay, let's unpack this emotional Swiss Army knife. Appeal to illegitimate authority. Name dropping loyal friends as character witnesses. Strawman fallacy. Kenley claiming that their words were twisted without specifying how. To Quoque. What is the to Quoque fallacy? Or the you too fallacy? Dismissing criticism by pointing out the critic's hypocrisy. For example, you tell me to stop smoking, but you smoke too. You made me act this way while pretending to take accountability. I hate to play the world's tiniest violin, but I just...
World's smallest violin, and it's playing just for you.
Kenley, funny how your humor defense only appears after being called out. Real knee slapper.
That's a knee slapper.
That integrity protection racket. I don't expect any multi-level marketing leader or individual be excited or happy about getting a video made about them. That is how I pursue consumer protection. I'm not going to rely on the FTC, even though the FTC regulates and tries to protect consumers. I'm not going to rely on the FDA, even though they try to protect consumers in many different industries. I'm not going to rely on your company to hold you accountable, because there's a lot of reps in Amare. I've seen in the past that taking issues to the compliance department only does so much, and especially if the leader brings in a lot of money, it seems like there's a connection for how much money that someone brings in and how likely of a chance that they're going to be talked to by compliance. Meaning, if you bring in a shit ton of money, you're probably not going to get let go from your network marketing company. The next part of the email said, yes, I'm unhappy with my words being twisted. Respectfully, they were. There are several things you touched on that I never said, and I don't regret reacting/sharing in the way that I did, as I need to protect my integrity and my character. But I absolutely do regret some of the things that I said and/or had on my stories, especially after catching some of your live. What I'm going to be referencing is when she said, I don't regret reacting then, but I absolutely do regret some things. That section. Kenley, this special pleading is MLM Apology 101. I'm allowed to defend myself, no regrets, except for these token regrets that keep you engaged. There's an appeal to pity. Ah yes, the classic, I'm sorry you made me be shitty, non-apology. A+ in Manipulation 101.
You get a AAA+ in my book.
This section uses parallel structure to previous breakdowns while exposing new fallacies. The special pleading and modified to Quoque. Kenley, you said that I twisted your words, but did you watch the entire video? Which words were twisted exactly? Go ahead and identify them.
Let me tell you what 2 days of detective work looks like, okay?
The next part of the email says, I'm a proud and very imperfect Christian. I do my best to make him proud in openly demonstrating my faith in him by the way I live, the way I run my business, the way I treat people, etc. I'm feeling deeply remorseful over how I treated you and in some of the things that were said in what I thought was light and humorous. I wasn't expecting to see the emotion and tears from you as you broke apart my stories/videos. Here, I am thinking you're the mean girl when I'm bringing the mean girl energy right back. It's not who I am. I want to sincerely apologize for anything that I shared/said to make you feel less than. That was not my intention. My thought process of she is picking apart who I am, so I'm going to do it right back, is not something I'm proud of. I've prayed about this, asked for forgiveness, and repented. I know I'm forgiven by God through my faith. That's the easy part, but I hope you can forgive me as well. I'm very sorry. The quote I'm going to be talking about is, I'm a proud Christian, make him proud in how I run my business, that section. I want to spotlight this appeal to illegitimate authority again. What is the appeal to authority fallacy or illegitimate authority? Fallacies due to an appeal to someone in authority, but who has no special knowledge in the area they are discussing or due to tradition or rumors. For example, we must invade country Z because singer A, the most famous singer in the world, says we should. Weaponizing faith to frame MLM participation as divinely sanctioned? Okay. No. There's a false equivalence. Equating pyramid schemes with biblical principles. There's a special pleading. My God approves of exploitative business practices. Thou shalt not bear false witness unless it boosts thy downline.
Thou shalt not.
Wait, I think that's a different 10 Commandments I'm thinking of. The next quote is, I'm remorseful, then bringing mean girl energy back. That section. Kenley, when you say my criticism makes you act mean, you're using a quoque fallacy. My calling out harmful behavior doesn't license yours. That's like saying a firefighter causes fires by putting them out. You claim I twisted your words. Per the suppressed evidence fallacy. What is the suppressed evidence fallacy? Fallacies that result from withholding relevant evidence is a suppressed evidence fallacy. For example, a politician proposing to bury chemical weapons in a desert without mentioning environmental impacts or the ability to produce more weapons. Show me exactly which statements I misrepresented.
That's what Happy Juice helps with. And in turn, it's going to help you with more motivation, more vigor, more drive. It's going to help you feel less anxious, less sadness. Not as many anxious thoughts. Said something about like ADHD and anxiety. I never once ever mentioned those words. It's going to help you feel less anxious, less sadness.
General accusations aren't accountability. The several things I touched on that you never said, vague. Before we lose the plot, let's differentiate. My critique analyzed your public business practices, time-stamped videos. Personal attacks, mean girl labels, mocking my tears. One is professional analysis, the other is ad hominem. This quoque cocktail, I'm only mean because you're mean.
The textbook high school mean girl who's now trying to talk about being sincere.
The non-apology, I'm sorry you felt bad, does not equal accountability. Red herring, focusing on tone to avoid addressing content. what is that verse? Blessed are the grifters, for they shall inherit the chargebacks.
Congratulations, grifter.
Oh wait, that's not in the Bible. One of the other quotes was, I've prayed / repented. God forgave me, so you should too. Not exactly those words, but Kenley, when you claim that you're forgiven by God, here's what I say. Divine forgiveness does not equal human accountability.
Had become part of a system that is comfortable with zero accountability.
Network marketing's $100 million FTC settlement wasn't erased by prayers either, which is a suppressed evidence fallacy. I think this is peak spiritual coercion, using repentance as a guilt-tripping weapon. God's on your side. There's an appeal to emotion. What is the appeal to emotion fallacy? Manipulating emotions instead of presenting logical arguments is the appeal to emotion. For example, think of the children. How can you vote against this bill? Suppressed evidence. Leveraging religious language to demand forgiveness. That's a little bit of a side parallel. That's something that I think is reasonable to talk about since we've introduced God into the conversation. There's a couple of verses I want to talk about. They're in Galatians chapter 2, verses 17 through 18, where Paul addresses the relationship between grace and sin. He writes, quote, but if, in our endeavor to be justified in Christ, we too were found to be sinners, is Christ then a servant of sin? Certainly not. For if I rebuild what I tore down, I prove myself to be a transgressor. End quote. There's a couple of points I want to talk about. Number 1, grace versus license to sin. Paul confronts the misconception that God's grace grants permission to sin. He emphatically rejects the idea that Christ's forgiveness enables deliberate wrongdoing, stating, quote, is Christ then a servant of sin? Certainly not, end quote. This rebuts the claim that justification by faith alone, not works, encourages moral laxity. Number 2, grace teaches restraint. While all sins are forgiven through Christ's sacrifice, past, present, future, that's a reference to Colossians chapter 2, verses 13 through 14. Grace does not trivialize sin. Instead, it empowers believers to reject ungodliness. That's a reference to Titus chapter 2, verses 11 through 12. Paul emphasizes that grace transforms behavior rather than excusing it. The third thing I want to talk about is ethical responsibility. The warning against rebuilding what was torn down in Galatians 2, verse 18, underscores the inconsistency of returning to sinful patterns after receiving forgiveness. Believers are called to live in alignment with their new identity in Christ, not exploit grace for selfish ends. I think the passage that we talked about in the beginning reinforces that forgiveness under grace is comprehensive but never intended to justify ongoing unrepentant sin. Fun fact, Jesus flipped tables for exploitative temple merchants, not anti-MLM critics. I've been snarky as I've referenced some of the, and misquoted to make a point, some of the Bible verses. And if you or others who are in MLM, who are religious, get to this point in the video, I'm sure that I am not on your, wow, let's invite her over for cookies and milk list. I'm sure that you don't have good feelings about me. That's okay. There's a whole range of people here on the internet, and maybe I'm hoping that you'll take some of the things I said and think about them. Manipulating people is a bad thing to do. I hope you think about that. Using religious manipulation to silence people, I hope you think about that. I know there's ethical people in multi-level marketing. I also know there's high control group tactics, and a lot of people fall into them even if they didn't start out thinking that they were going to. Next category, we talked a little bit about it in each section, but I think this next section falls under the fake apologies and Quoque umbrella. The quote I'm referencing is, I regret some things I said. I brought mean girl energy because you did. Hello, Quoque again. I'm only toxic because you're toxic. This isn't an apology, Kenley. It's blame shifting. I notice how you repented to God, but still imply that I provoked you. That's emotional coercion, not accountability.
I'm sorry, you made me act like a middle school bully. Jesus forgives me, so you have to too.
You're a great bully, you are!
Next section of the email. With the little I know about you, I also feel like I know so much. You are strong, capable, and full of purpose. No matter the challenges you face, you have a light that no one else can bring to this world. And your worth isn't defined by what you do or don't do. It's simply who you are. You were created perfect in His image. You're talented. You bring realness, community, laughter, and more in what you do. You are so evidently loved and valued. I just selfishly wish it wasn't in picking apart the industry that really has changed my family's life. Insert income claim here. The next section. Delightful. Love bombing and false empowerment. The quote I'm going to be referencing is, "You're strong, capable, and full of purpose, but I wish you weren't criticizing my cult." I'm ad-libbing a little bit. Go back and look at the email. What Kenley said is love bombing. Kenley is sandwiching insults between hollow compliments to keep me hooked. In another situation, it could be to keep you hooked. Her also saying, "You're amazing, but your truth threatens my income." Also, that sneaky income claim, classic MLM prosperity gospel, equating financial success with moral virtue. I'd slow clap here, but we all know how we feel about clapping at people on the internet.
You'd have to clap your hands 3 times to lure it in.
Gold star for using therapy speak to mask greed. There was a postscript and a post-postscript and a, what is it? I'll insert the screenshot here. Insert screenshot here, DC in the future. I'm only going to be a partial wet blanket. I hope that somebody finds value from this. How are we, or how are you, supposed to spot and shut down tactics like these? So, what's the question? How are we going to spot and shut this down? How do you armor up against these tactics? Name the game. When someone uses spiritual, emotional language to deflect, say, "That's a fallacy, not a fact." Boundaries are greater than guilt. If they weaponize pity, reply, "Your struggles don't negate my right to critique." Demand receipts. MLMers love vibes over data.
They are killing my mellow vibes.
You can ask, "Show me the peer-reviewed study, not the PowerPoint."
Also, this PowerPoint presentation sucks.
Separate belief from branding. Using religious language does not equal ethical business practices.
Not the most ethical business in the world.
Demand secular receipts. Show me the income disclosure statements, not the prayer circle. Spot performative remorse. Real apologies specify harms, not just "I'm forgiven by God." And if they pull the God's plan card, remind them even Moses didn't sell overpriced happy juice. A little bit of a downer of a video. I hope that you grab some tools at the end there. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button if you're done letting MLMs weaponize your empathy.
Are you saying you want the whole smash?
Drop a comment with your favorite manipulation horror story. Remember, we don't drink the Kool-Aid here, we analyze the ingredients. I'll see you all next time, and deuces, huns.
I just need to clear